record it on mic. Okay, so once you open Photoshop, it will show you the different tools. These are the tools that you can use on your left side. Okay, and when a tool that you click on opens the properties, these properties will help you to go through anything that you want to do, any property that you click on. And once you go towards it, automatically it brings a name. We can say a lasso tool. It helps you to crop around a given image. We have quick selection tool, which can help you to quickly select any given object. So the cropping tool, these are all tools that we have here. But any tool that you click on, we have said up here, it opens its kind of properties. And now we have our, when we are saving, when we are doing more editing images, this where we change the colors and many other things of a given image. If you're dealing with it, layers are very important when we talk about Photoshop. Once you learn how to use layers, you can manipulate anything. So we can have layer, but layers, these are all revealing, hiding. We shall see them as we move on. Then we have types and many others. Filters, these filters, you can even download them online. Any type of filter that you want, any imagination that you want to add in your manipulation that you're trying to come up with, you just click here, or you go online and then you type filters and then you download different features and you add them. 3D, it is in position to do 3D work for people who want to do 3D. If you want to add more skills on 3D, doing Mayas, doing Blender, all these can help you for those people who have powerful machines. Then the viewing, you can view it from here. I'm trying to summarize it for you that when we start, at least you have tried to understand some of the few components. Then we have windows. This is where we can trigger some of the things that you don't have on your dashboard. Then once you are totally confused, you can just click on help and then it takes you to anything that you were looking for. So dear students, today let us try and do something to inspire those one who are seeing it for the first time and those one who've been used to it, at least to know how to can perfect through some of the things. Okay, I'll try to open, if you can open an image or drag it onto the screen. So I'm just going to open an image. You can look for some few images that you have on your screen. I have corrected some images to ease this class. So I go under lectures, IU, then I will get some few pictures here, and then we can use some of them here to ease whatever we're going to do for our class. So just take that one. So once you click on it, it opens, and then here up here it will bring another tab. Then you can go and open and look for more, whatever you are looking for. So you just need to go and then you can click. I'm selecting different ones that I want to use for my project right now. You can go on selecting. I'm using control. I'm clicking on control as I keep on selecting different images that we have here to ease my work. You just click and then you go on looking for the images slowly by slowly. So all these images that I'm tapping on, I'm already selecting them. Okay, so you can select them by just tapping on them while making sure that your button is clicked on. Automatically, I'm still holding my control key, still looking for more pictures, so that at least we try on those one for today, and then we can start. So you click OK. So all the pictures for your work are now open. The tabs are here. Even we have this simple indicator where you can have all of them. So it depends on the one that you want to open if you know its name. So these are the pictures that we are having right now. So I just want to bring it closer. How do I bring it closer? I bring it closer by clicking on Control plus Alt and then your mouse. Use Control plus Alt and then you use your mouse, and then the picture will come closer to your site. Okay. If not, you can go to View, then we have zoom in and zoom out. Then zoom out, we take the picture back. So any photo that you open and you're going to do some few work on it, because photos, they do have different extensions. Now this is a complete image, which is in JPEG extension. Then if it is in JPEG format, right now it is locked. So try to unlock it by clicking on it. Once you click on it, it becomes a layer. And once it becomes a layer, you can drag and then do anything with it. Before, let me test it on one of it. If I try to this one, automatically it will show me some few errors that convert to normal. So you convert to normal layer and then you can be in position to drag it. I think that one is becoming clear, that any picture that you open, make sure once you see that it is locked and it is saying background, just once click on it or double click on it to give it a different name. So once you have your image here, it becomes very easy for you to come up with anything. So members, we are going to look at one tool today, not to be very fast. And once you see me very fast, you are free. We are online. You can just send me a chat that for sure I'm very far from what you are saying, and then I'll be in position to slow down. The beauty that these things are being recorded. Now, I'm going to start. These are all the tools, members. This is a move tool. Okay, this is the tool which is right now active. I can use it to move. Okay, then these tools also can help you to trip around, to select a given shape that you want, and then you can select it completely. Then the second one, the third one, it is the lasso tool. Okay, that lasso tool can also help you to trim around. It has many other tools, members, inside. If you right click on it, it opens other tools. These tools are very important, but you're going to find that some of the tools, they do the same work. You may use them to achieve the same thing, but depends on your perfection. Okay, somebody may just choose to use lasso tool. Okay, let me try to bring this image closer. So I can use this lasso tool. Okay, and then, but the problem that for you it's as if you are drawing along, and then it selects. If I just copy and paste, automatically, if I use my move tool, I've already got the nose out. Okay, so it is very easy to do it like that. Okay, I just want to go back to my previous work. Okay, I want to ignore what I have just created here by deleting it. So that is the lasso tool, but my main focus, it is on the second one, this quick selection tool, maybe to welcome you not to run away from this course to go for medicine. So if you click on this quick selection tool, it can quickly select for you. Once you click on it, up here, it has opened the properties. Mark these properties very well, dear students. We have one, the first one is calling for new selection. The second one is saying add to selection. And then the third one, it is saying subtract from the selection. Now, this, if I click, make sure that it is in plus. So if I want to select this face alone, or I want to select the other, please, people don't write in my work. Okay, some people are learning how to do things. Okay, let me first put this person's work away. Okay, now members, once you have clicked on it, okay, I'm going to select only the background. So the quick selection tool, it works like that. You can quickly select the object that you are dealing with. Okay. Yes, it can take whatever you don't want, but you come back, click on minus. Once you click on minus, it takes back some of the things. You click on it, take back some of the things slowly by slowly. Okay. May not take a lot of time for the first time, but minus helps you to trim it. Now, if you want, you can delete that portion, okay, and then come up with something quickly. So if I want, I can just delete that portion, and right now it has nothing. So if you want now to go back to normal, you can click and then click Control D. Control D means deselect. So right now you don't see anything selected. You just click on Control D. You need to always mark how to use these shortcuts. So once you click on Control D, it takes you back. Now this image, you can move it and then do anything, do any TV advert here, coming soon, altogether. Okay, anything else, you can just, as long as you have removed the background, you can even go back and look for any background. If I have brought any picture with any background to show you what will come out, if I take it into my work, I never brought any picture with any background. Let me look for any background here to bring it a little. Let me use even this car. So what I'm going to do, I will just copy this car. How do I copy it? Make sure that it is now a layer. You just say Control A and then Control C. Control A, it first selects. Then Control C, it is for copying. Now I'm looking for my picture that I have just edited. It is here. And then I'm going to paste. Control V for pasting. Now the background that I've just brought, it is on top. So you can drag this image on top. It is very simple. Just take the cursor on side of the layers, drag it on top, and then you have something. I'm just doing this to show you the power of that quick selection tool, and then you can come up with that. Now, to ease for you, for some of you who want to run away from the course right now, let us start with something simple. I have this image, and then I'm going to use the same tool, quick selection tool. And what I want, right now it is in minus. Make sure, members, you change that. I'm going to put it in plus. I will just click on this lady. Okay, it is so big. This one, the size for the tool is so big. Okay, I'll just bring minus. Okay, I can just come up with that. Members, mark this. I've selected this portion. I'm going to go to image, change the color. This one, all of them that you see here can do for you something. I think you can see, members. If not, you go back to image. All these one that you see can bring for you something out. So you can manipulate a little bit and then come up with something reasonable and press OK. And after pressing OK, press Control D, and then you have that from that lady. Okay, if you don't want it, there's no problem. It is not a crime. Okay, so we have that. Okay, and then we are done with that portion. Or you can go back to quick selection tool. Let me just do the select, the quick selection tool, and then you say I want to bring the I want the whole of this. Okay, I've selected the whole of the cloth. Let me change only the cloth. The hands remain different. Go to the colors, manipulate the colors. I think now we can see that she's putting on a different dress. And then I just do Control D, and then we have that. I think, members, you are marking that. You can change. Some of you have never changed clothing. So you can now, you have opportunities to change. But there is funny part that black and white, sometimes changing them, it is difficult because those are standard colors. Changing black and white, members, it is not possible to some of the work. Okay, changing them, it is not okay to change them. Members use English because some of you use Luganda and I'm using English. If I decide to use Luganda, some people will run away. Okay, Kasiri, can you type that one in English? Because you may abuse some of your colleagues. Okay, let me try to this black. I've selected the cloth. I'm selecting. Okay. Other things we shall perfect later. I'm selecting now. I don't want some of the portion. You go back, you add. Then let us try to see whether it will change the colors. If I go to brightness, that one can only change the brightness of the cloth. Okay. If you don't want that, you go back. Let me change it from the colors. Yes, it will change a little bit, but not so much if it was another color. Then you can see it from the hand. The hand is already turned away from a normal hand to a hand of a vampire. Okay, so you can come up with that if it is black. Okay. Okay, yes, I'm going to repeat that one on another picture. I think I've done that. Okay, the guy was arresting me for nothing. I have that one is again, she's in black. Okay, members, you just honestly, the quick selection tool looks at the color patterns and then starts selecting. I'm clicking, I keep on moving. I keep on moving, not too much, because some of you you're going to send me work when you don't even have your nose. You're lacking some part of your body because you never took time when you are selecting. So I just want to select the top, that top that she's putting on. Okay. So once you have seen that you have selected it perfectly, then go to image, go to image, go to adjustment. These options that you see can do for you anything that you want. Just take time and then find out. There is color balance, there is black and white, there is what I'm selecting this because it makes my work easy. I've just changed the close up, okay, and then you have it done. Then Control D. Are we together? I'll bring the image closer. Bring the image closer. I will continue to the same lady. I will come to this lady. Make sure that it is small. Remember, this is where you change the size of that tool. Okay, so you may decide to do anything that you prefer. Let me try to play with their so-called magics here. So you can go to image. Okay, so do some makeup before you even come to the audience on yourself using these tricks, and then you can play with it. So you see that if you put on green, and then at least some people may say, oh, you're okay, or you are not okay, you are bad luck to be in our community. So you just Control D, and then you have your work done. Okay, take it away. The perfection will come, members, to other more advanced classes. Right now, we are starting slowly by slowly. You can even put it on the eyes. That one needs time as you perfect and collect some of the few tools that we are joining. Members, I'm still on the same tool, trying to show you the power of that tool. You can change the power of you can change the cloth, change the size, add the size. Okay. So now what we are going to do, you go select the portion, select any portion, just take your time until you come up with the output. Okay, change, you can change You see whether it will change until you come up your output. Then you say Control T. At least that one we have tried to come up with something. Then the last component that we are going to see as we wind up today's class, I have this gentleman, and then I have this picture where I have that gentleman and I have this picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it is to bring these pictures together. No. I'm going to bring this picture we have here. So at least to learn two components today. So I can bring that picture. I'm going to copy this picture. Control A and then Control C. Then you go to the other image. Then you take it here. I've just copied it here. So this image that you see, members, it is facing in the different direction. Whatever, you may just remove it to be there. I'm taking it downwards. Okay. You can use the same technique. Click on the quick selection tool to quickly select the background away from the lid. Okay, if you want it like that. Okay, I'm going to show you different techniques of coming up with that. So we don't want to destroy the top. Go on selecting whatever you don't want, and then you can just click delete. But delete, members, it is one of the the discouraged tool in Photoshop or in any editing. Members, do you see that you have left with some of the things? How do we get them off? You can go, and then one of the tools that we are looking for, it is called the laser tool. Laser tool. Click on it. Make it a little bit bigger. That laser tool will erase anything which is disturbing your work. Okay, so you have just come up with that, and then you join the two images together to bring a story out. Okay, so but again, it is not perfect, but we are going to try and perfect it with the use of an image. Okay, so I'm going to bring that image back. So we have this image. How can we achieve it? Members, there are many tricks that you can use to achieve that. We have just seen how to use the quick selection tool. At least somebody can achieve it. Now let us try to end with this today. I'm going to start with our laser tool, and then I'll end up with a simple one using layer mask. Layer masks are very important because they don't distort off your work. Okay, so I have this image here, but the image, the way it is looking, it is not perfect enough. I'm going to flap it to change. There are many techniques. Members, if I click on Control T, if you click on Control T and you hold the Shift key, you can flap the image. I've just flapped the image and it is looking this side. I'm going to repeat that to do it. You press Control T and then you change it. Okay, press Control T and then you'll be in position to change it. Or you go to Edit, look for Transform. There is free transform. It is saying Control what? Control T, free transform. Or you go to Transform, and then there are many options. There is horizontal, vertical. So if you say horizontal, it changes quickly without going into the other dynamics that I have just gone through. You go to then horizontal, and then it changes. So if you have it in that cycle, like here, you can place it here, go and click on your laser tool. I like being it big, okay, so that my work comes out very well. Okay, it is too sharp. Okay, there are different brushes, members here. And those brushes will disturb you for the beginning, but at least we need to know how to achieve that. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger. So if I just splash here, let me make it more bigger. brush here. Automatically the image may come out very well, and then brings a cycle that somebody is thinking about a certain victim, okay, by using all those objects. Okay, so we are trying to see how to achieve that in Photoshop. So Photoshop is very powerful. Today we are seeing how we can use the quick selection tool to quickly select the object that you want, and then you can change its attire, and you can use the same quick selection tool to pick an object that you want. If I have used the quick selection tool, let me just use it for this. You can just say that my quick selection tool, where is it? It's here, it is plus, select the image, select the lady, and after selecting her, you can do anything. You can copy and paste. Let me just, you can copy and paste. If I paste, there's another layer there. Use the move tool, you have another layer. Paste again, then you have another one. And then you have that kind of cycle completed within a second. Or you go to another image and then paste it there. Then there are two ladies here, and then you show fashion design in my store. So you just click again, paste it here, put it here. We said you can go to edit, free transform, and then horizontal, and then the output comes out very well. Are we together? I'm doing that to ease the power on Photoshop, that you can do it and achieve anything that you want in your work. Okay, you have this image. What you do, you want that lady, use the quick selection tool. You can quickly select her out. You can select the lady, or you can use the outside part to help you select the lady. If you see that it's going to disturb you, you can use the outer part. Now see, if I use the outer part, it may be much quicker than selecting the lady. It may be much quicker because it is just marking the patterns which are matching. If you see any problem, come back, remove, go on your minus, retain the main object. And now if you want, members mark this. Once you have got this, you have selected the outside part, but you wanted to select the lady, then you go to select, and then you go to inverse. You go to select and go to inverse. Now it is going to go to the lady, because you have used the outside part to achieve the inner part. So you select the outside part, and then you achieve the outside, the inner part. Then after that, you can copy and paste. If you paste it, it becomes a layer here. Just use the move tool, and then you have a nice output. And then you put here a simple word that coming soon. Oh, watch this. Then you can also come and then edit, then horizontal, and then you have that cycle. I don't think that you can fail for anybody who loves art. This one, it is already enough for me to just completely come up with a nice signpost here without even other complication. You can come and paste it anywhere, and then use it for your work. Just go anywhere, paste, because you have already copied. So I'm showing you how to paste images to different art, and then you come up with something. You come up, members mark these edges are not supposed to be there in your work. Take it somewhere where it won't show you the edges. I'm copying another one here. Take it somewhere, or go and flap it horizontal, and then your output comes out very well. When you are never want to click on the layer, click on the layer, move the layer. Click on the layer, move the layer. Members, I don't want to take much of your data. I'm seeing some people up and down. Is there anybody with a burning concept to be repeated for what I've just done? Whatever I do in my class, it can help you to achieve 1,000 outputs. Perfection will come slowly by slowly. Okay. So, Kasida, you are interrupting my class. You are speaking to other people in my class. I don't get you, brother. Some brother gave it to me. I don't understand your language. Please mind your language, brother. In our class, make sure that whatever you chat in the chat room, it is direct on me. Or if you want to chat direct to your colleague, make sure that you select him out and then you can chat separately. I don't want to close you out of my class, brother. So is there any concern from what we have done today? Members, once you are done, you just need to click on File and then click Save As. When you click on Save As, then give it a name. You can just come here, give it any name. You may call it maybe Worker 1. You can just give it 1. And then change. There are many file extensions here, but you can look for JPEG. Click on JPEG. I just want to get it on, to have it on my desktop. Click Save. And now my work, you just need to click OK, and your work is going to be saved. Okay. So I think we are together. So you can do it like that. Please repeat for how you can copy a picture, another picture to another picture. Let me repeat that as we wind up for today's class. Thank you very much, Fahad. Okay. Fahad is asking about having pictures being put to other pictures. Okay, without wasting time, I'm removing all this. How do you remove? You click on the tabs and then you keep on removing whatever you don't want. But we are still using the same tool called the quick selection tool. Okay, we have that one for my work. Okay, I will need to I have this image. Let me get another one. I go to open, and then you look for your images. I'm just trying to look for my images, lectures. I'm trying to quickly find some few images to use. Okay, I will get this image, this one, and then so that the output may also come out very well. I have also this image. I think those ones can help us to achieve brother's question. We can also try it on this one. Okay, so I'm opening 3 images so that we can learn from them what our brother is asking. Make sure that you have made it a layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do, somebody is asking, so I'm sorry, someone asked me, where can I get the software from? Okay, you can get the software from our brother was, you can get it if you are closer to the campus, connect with Mr. Horace. You can help you from MAL, okay, or you can connect with Mr. Rajab, okay, or Mr. Faizo. The lab attendants are always in class, always at the campus. So members, what I'm going to do right now, after that, I have this image. I use the quick selection tool. What if I am interested to select the image? You quick selection tool, make sure that it is a plus. So I'm interested to select this guy. But if you find that it is not easy to select him, you can use the outside part. you can use the outside part. The outside part for it, please select things which are matching with what is out. So I like using the outside because it helps me to achieve what I want quickly. So now it has selected the outside part. Where you see some few faults, you come for them and then remove them. Okay, it won't be so perfect for the beginning, but inshallah in our upcoming class it will be more perfect. Once you have seen that you have selected it perfectly, I say that you go to select, you select inverse. Now inverse helps you to select now the image. Now it has selected the image. After that, brother Fahad, you can just use Control C, Control V. Control C for copying, Control V for pasting. Now I have different guys on the bike. I copy again, I paste again, and then we can have a rare, and then we say coming soon. Or you can take it anywhere. I can bring this guy here, I paste him here, okay? And then you can have a nice output. You can also paste it here, and then we can see nice rare going on. How do you reduce on the size? You just use Control T. And once it has selected, you can press your Shift key to reduce. Why am I pressing Shift key? Because I want to retain its what? Its measure. Okay? Make sure that you are holding the Shift key, and then you can play with it. Okay, so you have it very well, and then you can place it aside that it is taking on. You can also play with the colors on that image so that it matches with the same environment, just with the colors or whatever I've talked about. So if you have been following in my class, you can easily get it very well. You can try it out until you see that it matches with the colors. Brightness, if it is the one to help you, you can manipulate it easily until you see that the output is clear. I think Fahad, I've answered to your concern. That's the way you can achieve it. You can just come, copy it here, and then you have it here, Control T, and then you can easily resize. Okay, things at home sometimes becomes very difficult to manage. Okay, so you have that, and then you come up with something that you want. You can just copy the same layer by duplicating to have more of them, and then you are done on the same size. Are we together? Thanks for the lecture. But my concern is about the recording for the other classes. They said we can contact you and we get them, inshallah. So what happened? You had to contact me. You can use anybody who is going to be always after the class. You send me a WhatsApp message. I send you a link. After any class that you are attending, please make sure that Mastula with Uzaifa be the coordinating people. Once the class is done, you tell me at what time it started and what station, because the stations are also there. Then I will be always getting you the link. So just forward me your email. I will try for you to manage once you are organized very well. Inshallah, you get all the classes. Even this one, I will be sharing it in my link, in those links if you're always organized, but they are always big. For my classes, I always like to go back and re-edit them to ease for you. Whatever we have done, I summarize, even if I don't use what we have got here, but at least you can use them and learn. That's why I said that on my YouTube, I've already uploaded some of the materials that I'm teaching today. Okay, so dear students, I think you have got the point. Is there anything still challenging you with what we have seen? My YouTube channel, you just use Engineer Kasagga Usama. Don't write the whole word engineer. Just write Kasagga Usama. You will find the YouTube channel, like it so that you can, whenever I always post, you get the updates for these classes. Okay. So any concern, dear students, because whatever we do, before we come back next week, majority of you have laptops, you have the software, do that work, practice, use your own pictures and use this work, okay? And then you come up with something like that change of colors of dresses or clothing, copying the image from this area to another area. Try it and send it on my WhatsApp, and then I'll comment on your work. Whatever work we do, I take it as assignment. That's the way we are doing the work. So let us try whatever we have done today. Try to practice it over the week, and inshallah we shall try to move on well. I see Ali. I don't know which Ali. Please put on the right name, so that my attendance is clear. Ali, okay. So you put on the right name. There is station 18. Station 18. Try to use the right name, okay, so that we move on well. Okay, is there any other challenges? Members, with this class where you find challenges outside class, you can always contact me. This line of mine that I use for Zoom class, it is my own. Anytime, as long as I have time, I can take you through and you understand something that you never understood in class. You just feel free and we interact together out of the class. Okay, so those are our classes. I just want to, because we may not meet, we may meet after it. I just want to wish you the best out of Eid. Enjoy it, and please share with your